Awesome, so welcome back to the channel. It's been ages since I've got a video out. Things are going to be changing for 2024. Really quick little video we're going to be talking about today is a simple reusable kind of thing you can do at home or just to change in your lifestyle, and that is moving from the normal kind of paper napkin or cloth that you buy over and over to really easy reusable cloths. So you can see there, that's the old school one, and then you've got the reusable cloth that you just wash and reuse. So the nice thing about this is when you are using it, there's a huge strength difference. So when you've got the cloth one, you can wipe up any liquids, you can squeeze it out. I'll give a little demo just now. We'll talk a bit about kind of pricing of the two. Very easy to use. All we do is you just have it like you normal have it on a Colin roll or a paper towel roll, pull one off, and then all you do is you just go and wash it. So wash it really easy, put it out, roll it up again, and you're ready to go. So yeah, this is basically a thing. You don't have to end up buying paper or Colin roll ever again. You know, this is something you still will have the use case for it, but we've had this one for ages. You can even see it's like old. I don't know, maybe if you still sift any oil or cooking oil, things like that, you might use it. But these have become so much easier. Washing, as I said, the strength of it, you can wipe something up, squeeze it with the same one. You don't use so many, which I find that's quite wasteful with the paper towel. And then yeah, it's when you're looking at kind of pricing stuff here in South Africa, when we used to buy these, we used to go between 4 and 6 of these, which I've worked out to about 60-70 rand for maybe 5 or 6. Whereas now, you know, if you go and buy a set of these, I find some really good ones, and you will get different quality differences. So you could also make yourself. It's really just a straightforward cloth. It looks like it's got some stitched edging in there and everything. But yeah, looking at around, you pay about 180 to 250, depending if you're getting like 15 or 20. But how I worked it out is, so what we bought, I think we spent maybe 250 rand at about 60 rand a month. You're basically paying these off in 5 or 6 months. So we use this continuously. We don't need to buy any more paper towels. As I said, there is still a use case for traveling and etc. But yeah, really easy. I'm going to give you just a quick demonstration on the you know, how easy to use, the strength of it, and then I'll show you just a couple places where you can get it. But yeah, this is a really easy tip. You don't need to buy any more Colin rolls or you know, paper towels anymore. It basically replaces them, which is really cool. Less waste, less money, just makes sense. Okay, but anywho, let's go and do a little demo. So yeah, so very simple. Like I said, these things make such a difference just from their strength level. So let's say, for example, there's a mess. Just take a few off here, whatnot. Pour it down, whatever. And the best thing is this, you can just soak it up there. Soak it up. Where normal paper towel would just disintegrate, you'd be using tons and tons. Yeah, for sure, like I said, there is a place for it, but much easier. Just squeeze it out, and that's basically it. And then you can dry it with another one. Obviously these wouldn't be just for floor use, but just an example in this case. Another really cool thing about these paper towels, that's something everyone should probably know. So if you've got a cool drink or beer that you need to cool down quickly, often people would take a wet, so take a wet cloth or whatever. You can just go and wrap it around the whole beer in a blanket. Because it's wet, it's gonna cool down quicker. So often people would do these with paper towels, do something like this, but my thing with this is you just take it out and then use it. And you can use the same one, which will already be cold, for the next one. Okay, so now that you've got your paper towels that you've washed after using, it's very simple. So once you've got them like this, I'll get that from the wash, have a set of towels, I'll roll them out flat like that. Then you take your standard, towel holder, cloth towel holder or paper towel holder, and we're going to actually roll them on. Just so really easy. We've got everything laid out. We've obviously got our roller, or the thing we're going to roll it around. Some are, you'll see some are like longer, some are shorter, but let's see what we can do. So I've put all the long ones this way, so if it's long ways this way, this is the shorter way. Very easy, you're just going to roll it for yourself. The first few might be a little bit slippy because it just hasn't wrapped properly. Okay, so what is the big thing with paper towels? Why am I telling you all this information, and why should you move to reusable towels? Very, very simple. Paper towels are single use. They have a lot of resources that go into it, and globally it is just such a big issue that there's so many people using it. And I'm going to jump into some statistics around kind of like weight and how many people use it and all of that. But it's just silly. Why spend money on something that you can just buy and reuse every time? And now 7-8 billion people, it's ridiculous. So let's jump into just some 2 links that I'm going to talk about here quickly. I'll pop it on the screen. Okay, so let's start. So I just did basic little search. Paper towel global waste statistics was the search. Globally, discarded paper towels result in 254 million tons of trash every year. The world creates 695,000 tons of paper towel waste every day. As many as 51,000 trees per day are required to replace the number of paper towels that are discarded every day. It's insane, absolutely insane. And further down, how much does paper towels contribute to deforestation? It takes 17 trees and more than 20,000 gallons of water, jeez, to make 1 ton of paper towels. Most paper towels and facial tissues are made from virgin paper. This means recycled content isn't used, makes a product throwaway that's used after just one use. What a waste. Sure. And then the next thing I looked at was like what countries use the most, and not picking on you, the Americans or anything, but globally Americans are the highest per capita that users of paper towels at home, at approximately 25 kilos or 53 pounds yearly consumption per capita. Combined consumption approximately 7.8 million tons. So I actually worked this out. Well, there was another status or somewhere they say like on average I think Americans will use 150 individual towels per person per year. So I worked that out. It's like 2.7 paper towels every day. Now that blew me away, because I think I mentioned in the intro, when we used to buy, and I think I'll jump into it, is when we used to buy paper towels for 2 household, dogs, cats. We used to get 2 packs of 2, so 4 of them for a month. So we would use 4 of them, 12, 48 and a half, 48, 24 per person for a year. Obviously more sometimes, but absolutely insane. So yeah, that is pretty crazy. And then also I try to also look to is why do Americans use so much paper towels? So homes with lower relative incomes show greater reliance on reusable tools such as rags and cloths. Meanwhile, homes with higher relative incomes rely more heavily on disposable options like paper towels. So what they say here is basically Americans use so many paper towels because they can afford to. So if you're out there, no matter where you are in the world, it just makes sense. We can't just taking everything, resources, waste, for sure. Like I try to put as much paper waste and compost, whatever, but it's still the manufacturing and that from that side. So okay, so yeah, so that's just the end of the video. Really quick one. I hope you enjoyed it. Small little changes make a huge difference, just for your pocket, for the environment as well. But yeah, this is something that's definitely been helpful, and we haven't bought any large consistent amounts of paper towel or Carlton roll in about 2 or so years, so it all adds up, all those little savings, all the extra little bit of waste. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification channel. As I said, it has been ages since I've released any videos, but there's a lot more exciting stuff that I will be doing this next upcoming year. Awesome, cool. If we don't see you at the next one, peace.